chance to get back into the top 6 in the Championship, and typically we don't take it. But I suppose at least Rusyn spared our blushes. Do you know what it is? I actually felt that despite Rusyn scoring, the second half, up until we scored, was flat and was pretty poor. I actually thought first half we played okay. Not great, not particularly good, but I thought we played alright. I thought we had the better, I mean, apart from the Middlesbrough double chance that Sky seemed to class as a double chance, apart from that I thought Borough did next to nothing. Now Sunderland didn't particularly set the world alight either, but we had the opportunities to get in front. Per typical story of our season, we didn't take them, and this is where I know people go on about the striker thing, and obviously Kiefer Moore scoring twice yesterday. You know, it can strengthen that argument and add something to it. But second half, until we scored, I thought we were terrible. I thought we just kept sitting back and allowing Borough the territory and the opportunities to try and first of all get ahead, which they did, and then get further ahead. What I would say is their free kick that led to the goal wasn't a free kick. If anything, for me, it was a free kick the other way. But you know, it's a criminal offence if you dare to mention the referees these days. You know, apparently you're not allowed to do it, but screw that, I'm going to say, yeah. And I thought the referee was poor for both teams. I thought there were decisions we got that I thought were particularly dubious, but saying that, we still should have defended the free kick better. Yes, there was a deflection on the way to Force, but the Force was with him. Sorry, I couldn't resist a Star Wars joke, but you know, it's a good finish, but I'd be questioning why he's got that much space in the penalty box. But you know what I'm like with clean sheets, I stand by it, they're massively important and we need to start keeping them. And then since then, we did next to nothing, and then, dare I admit it, I'll give Beale one slight credit for this. He was actually a bit more proactive than he usually is with substitutions, and he actually got Rusyn and Roberts on straight away. And thank the Lord, Rusyn scores, and straight away, and this isn't a dig at Burstow, by the way, but because Burstow probably is just short of confidence, unfortunately, but Rusyn is more involved in the game when he comes on. Now, yes, maybe he might not be the same when he starts games, I don't know, but I've been banging on for weeks and weeks and weeks that Rusyn should be starting games and isn't a bad player. At least from what I've seen so far, by the way. I can't complain if people write him off and then claim him to be a good player, but from what I've seen so far, I like the look of him a lot. And obviously, yeah, his goal, maybe you could argue the keeper should have probably done better for that, but again, I'm not a goalkeeper. But the fact, it's not even just the fact that he scored, I think it's the fact that he's generally quite involved in the game when he does end up playing. And in my opinion, I think he's the one that needs to be starting. And we get people writing him off when he's barely had a good run in the team. So, good for confidence to get Rusyn scoring, very good assist for Clark. And then from there, we looked a little bit better, but still, yeah, there's still work we need to do. But at the end of the day, the point keeps us 8th in the Championship, 1 point outside the top 6. And I know people go on about, well, Hull have a game in hand. Their game in hand's away at Southampton in a couple of weeks. Just to put that into context, doesn't mean they won't get anything, but still. But yeah, there's not much more to talk about. It was a drab. The first half was meh. It was all right. We didn't play too badly, I thought, but nothing particularly great either. But then second half, I thought until we scored, we were just awful. It was probably on the levels of like Rotherham away. That's how poor it was. But at the end of the day, we got out of there with a point, and a point in away at Borough in isolation isn't a terrible result. I don't think it's a particularly great one, but I don't think it's... But considering we're 1-0 down, could have been a lot worse, I guess. It just puts pressure on the 2 games coming up and puts pressure... You know, so we'll wait and see how the next couple of games pan out. But anyway, guys, I'm not going to go into the transfer stuff. I already did a live stream on Friday about that, but yeah, let's just see what happens in the games coming up. Anyway, guys, stay safe for everyone travelling back from the Riverside Stadium, and if you think I've earned a sub from you and you're not a regular subscriber, then hit the like button and subscribe, and it would mean a lot to us if you think I've earned it from you. But yeah, take care, I guess, and see you next weekend, unless something happens in the week that warrants a video. Take care, you all lovely lot, and thanks again for the support. Take care.